Okay. Sorry, I was having a little trouble getting it to publish for some reason. Okay. How are y'all? So we're gonna do, get that cord out of the way. We're gonna do one of the bead grass wreaths. They're really, really popular. And I thought it'd be a good one to do. And one of the things is that so people are selling these, and then what they're doing is they are making bows to go with it. And so they keep one to take pictures on, and they just do different bows, and they sell the bows. So they sell the wreath and then the bows. So I thought it would be a really good thing to look at. Just because, let's see, I want this to go back. No?
You need a new light?
Sure. There we go. Okay, that's better. So I have 4 long ones. Hey! Oh, I got your package today. I haven't even had a chance to open it. I have 4 long ones, and I have 4 short ones. Now, where are all these cords came from? Okay. So, and then I have an oval wreath. I am just going to clean it up just a tiny bit. You don't need to have to do a lot, but just a little here and there. This one is actually from Hobby Lobby because sometimes Sims ones are good and sometimes they're not. Okay. All right. There. Now, ready? I'm just getting kind of things that are just really sticking way out. Okay. All right, looks good. So this is a really big one. This one is 24 inches. So I'm going to use this as the top just because it's nice and flat. This one looks pretty. So I just kind of want that one at the bottom. Okay. Hey! He's feeling a lot better. He is definitely feeling a lot better. Okay, let me tell you the difference of these. The long one, and these came from Sims, the long one is CS14700G. And the small one is CS14646. See? So the long one will work really well towards the top just because it's going to reach a lot longer. Thank you, honey. So it'll go a lot longer. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut these off. Okay. These can be kind of hard to find. So what you can do is take them, cut them off. There we go. That thing went flying. Okay. So what I want to do is like 3. Like 1, spread it out. 2, 3. Like this. And then 1, 2, and 3. So if you do like 3 kind of all the way down, then what happens is you're going to get a nice fill in through there, but you're not going to have to use quite as many. If you try to put the whole thing in all at once, you're going to end up having to add a whole lot more. So let's do it this way. Okay. So I want to leave about this far open for our bow. So we're going to start somewhere in here. I want it to be a couple inches long so I can really kind of work it in there so I can make sure it is not going to come out. So a good couple inches. And just work it in there. Okay. See, and it looks like there's holes, but what we do is we come in with the next one and we kind of go where those holes would be. So that way we don't really have holes. So I'm going to kind of pull these down. So I have like a couple inches there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put it like right in there. So it'll look very much like it's still in the same line. We may have to come in with one up here, but we'll see. Kind of spread these down a little. There. You want to make sure that you are really getting enough of it in there so it'll stay. What you can also do is from the back, if it doesn't look like it's tight enough or you have any sticking out, you can take a little bit of moss and shove some of the moss in there to kind of keep them nice and tight. There we go. There. So you want to kind of just feel until you're feeling resistance. And when you're feeling resistance, then you should be getting in a good space that's going to stay. If you're not feeling resistance and it's going in too quickly, then I would add a little bit of moss to it. Okay. So that's kind of what you want to be looking for. Okay. So there's one. If we had put one in, we would have only gone that far. So by using, taking them apart and putting them down several, it makes it easier to kind of get a little bit more length out of it. Okay. You want to start kind of bringing it down so you can get the fullness coming down. Like this. See how we're starting to get some of our length going here. Trying to make sure I have them spread out well. Because what happens is, as you are kind of putting them underneath each other, they're going to fill in and thicken in here so that you don't have to add as many. See how this one has a lot, so I'm going to kind of spread these down. They do spread down pretty easily. There we go. Oh, cool. How are you making the little gnomes? Are you liking it? That one goes there. Okay, we're going to start bringing in some of these shorter ones. Okay. So when you get towards the bottom, you don't need as much length. What you need is more fullness. So you can see these are the same. You can kind of pull them up like this to get a little bit more length. There. This one is pushed all the way down at the bottom. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I think I might want one more of the long. Okay. Just to kind of use for the sides to fill in. Okay. I'm seeing a little hole right here, so I wanted to grab another long one. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. Okay. There. Okay, and then we can take these. I'll push these up a little bit more. Okay. Let's kind of fill it out a little. Okay. Just kind of adding in a little bit where I see it. Okay. These were all pushed down. Okay. So what have y'all been working on lately? Been working on anything fun? Okay. Please don't lie. There we go. Okay. We're going to do the other side and then we'll kind of finish the bottom a little. Let's work on the other side. So. Okay. So you can see the longer ones have a lot more on each stem, but they have less stems. So it's kind of a trade-off. And I want to do kind of the, you know, this goes this way, this goes this way. Let me set these over here. Okay. Get these spread out. Are you burning the candle at both ends? That's never good. That is never good. There we go. That'll catch up with you. It's so hard when you work to have the energy to do it, to have the time to do it. It's tough. Let's turn it this way. It's going to be a little bit easier. I can kind of have it there, like this. Okay. I'm doing the exact same thing as the other side, just kind of building, going that way. That's weird. There we go. What you been doing, Susan? No, I thought it came through, but it did not. This one's pulled out pretty well. I get it. I was going to start working on a new wreath attachment. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm thinking about doing a ladybug. Okay. I have an idea for like little pigtails for the ladybug. Thought it would be cute. The bee I did for Debbie was actually originally supposed to be a ladybug. So I'm thinking about kind of changing that pattern I made a little bit. To go back to the ladybug. I'm going to take some of the little ones and kind of fill in a little bit in here. But first, let's get the longer ones put on. Just kind of fluff those up a little. So I'm kind of trying to put, so when I put the piece in, I'm kind of putting it almost to the end of where this one is coming out. So probably about that far from the last one. You want to have them far enough apart that you're going to continue to come down without putting too many in one area. Okay, now do one of the short ones here. Comparatively speaking to other wreaths, this one is actually pretty economical to make. These are around $1, $1.50 for these little bead grass. They are very popular right now. They've been popular for a while, and they come in different colors. The other thing you could do is you can get some of that Design Master, the color stuff, and paint the tips different colors so that you could do, you know, versions for fall, versions for Christmas, so on and so forth. But the big thing is to make these, and then, you know, you sell this, and then you sell bows for each season to go with it. That's the kind of popular thing right now. Okay. Put this one in here. There we go. You see how nice and full that looks? And we don't have that many on here. We did 5 of the long ones. I have 4 of the short ones. I don't know why these are pushed all the way down. It's kind of weird. have always loved this bead grass stuff. It's been one of my favorites since the beginning of going to Sims. Have always loved this stuff. Oh, you could put glitter on it for like Christmas. That would be cute. I'm kind of just putting some towards the middle to kind of finish this off here. Okay. There. You could also put some longer ones here if you want to. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fill in the inside a little bit. Okay. So like in here, I'm just kind of looking for any spots that look like it needs a little bit. And because we took them out and put them in individually, then it looks a lot more natural when you are kind of filling in your spots, as opposed to putting them in as one big clump. And sometimes you can do that, but sometimes it's better to put them in individually. This one really does better if you put it in kind of individually. Now I can look for spots where it looks like there's a little bit of a hole. But I, of course, will fluff it up first just to make sure that it is an actual hole. There. Sometimes it just needs to be fluffed. Like, see that? That is a hole right there. So even if I fluff it, it's still just kind of a hole. So just get this in, fill that little hole in. Okay. These last ones I'm just going to kind of put up towards the top. Now you could fill in as much here as you want or leave as much blank as you want. Especially if you're going to be selling it with a bow. Well, it might help if I went the right direction. Okay. Definitely stay going in the right direction. There we go. Let's see if I have it. I think it probably could do with one more. Yeah. Okay, I do have one more. Okay. There we go. I'm going to kind of close this loop a little bit here. This one in here. There, that's good. Okay. I can feel that one went right down, so let's get that fixed there. There we go. See how pretty that is? Just kind of spread it out. Make sure it's not clumping up anywhere, but isn't that pretty? If you see that you have too much, just kind of use your wire to move it into where you need it. That's the great thing about these wired. All right, now, let me show you options for this. Let's see. One thing you can do for this top part is you can just cover this with ribbon or mesh. Thought I brought. I'm not bringing it out yet. Maybe I'm stock this. Let's do this. Okay. This is just some jute rope, and you can kind of glue it up in here, and then just going to cover this. You can do this with burlap. You can do it with ribbon. You can do it any way you want, just to have this little finished part. Okay. I was going to put burlap here, but I guess I forgot to bring it in. But it helps keep it nice and neat up here. You just want to go across where you started your pieces. Push this over a little. I want to keep them kind of tight there. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to tighten that down, and I will take a little zip tie. Oh wait, let me go this way. Yeah, that works better. And then push that inside. There we go. There. Okay, so this is kind of the way they're selling them. To have the little thing up here. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like. See, so that's what it looks like. See how nice and full it looks? And then you have this part up here where you can add on bows. So let me show you that. Okay, so that was just the Dollar Tree jute rope. Or you could use burlap, you could use ribbon. So like if you just used plain ribbon, right, you would just wrap that around like that. See how that looks? Just something that finishes off that little spot right there. Okay, so there's a lot of options for that. All right. Now, I'm going to clean off this mess. All right. So for the bow, okay, I'm going to do a patriotic one. But I think the important thing to know is you can do any season you want. And you can do any type of bow that you want. You can actually just do the tails going down. A lot of people are selling just the tails. I think it's called a ribbon. Might be called a ribbon bundle. I have to look it up. I'll look it up and see if I can find it. But you can put any kind of ribbon you want in it. So it doesn't have to be wired ribbon. Okay. This is so cute. Alright. So let's do, we're going to do about a 24-inch tail. Okay. I'm going to do 6-inch loops. In. Okay. I'm just going to do 2s. Okay. This. Got some blue glittery. I have red with the polka dots. And I have white glitter I have Swiss dots with the little edging. I have this one with the little red stripe in the middle and the little flex stuff. Okay, so what you do want is long, kind of drapey tails. Okay, I'm just pulling it out to get those tails cut. So this can be very similar to the rag bows, you know, where you put the pearls in it and the little different things that you can put in them. You can do that. I'll post some pictures in the community so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because right now on Etsy, they are super duper popular. So it would be a really good thing to kind of make and sell. And all you have to do is make one wreath to show the different bows on. And you can sell the wreath and the bows. So I think it's fun. And it's a great way to get rid of extra ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to do one loop with this, and I want to do a few tails with this. Let's see. These are about 40 inches long. Okay. Just going to put the center in here. Okay. One loop with this. I think this might be the last one we use. Now you wouldn't have to do as many as this if you want. I just want to kind of show a dramatic version so you kind of see. So slide our zip tie under there. Okay, pull it out. Okay, there's our indention. Let's hold it, run it around, get it started. Now you're going to want a long pipe cleaner for this, so that if you sell it, it's really easy for them to put it on. Okay, like that. So these are the ones from Deco Exchange. They have the super long ones. All right, so now we want to spread out our ribbon here. There we go. So you can see all our colors here. so now that we have it spread out, we'll just kind of fluff it. And then I'll show you. I'm going to show you one other way to do this. That's kind of different, that you might not have done before, but is selling very popular with these types of wreaths. And it's, I would say, a super easy one to make. Okay. Now, see, and then they can just take that extra long pipe cleaner and tie it around the spot we left up top. Makes it really easy for them to see where to tie it. All right, we're going to lift up and look at it. Oh wait, let's get the tail straight first. Let me get the tail straight. We want the full effect. Now, if you want to curl any of them, you can, or you can leave them just straight like this. Let me show you. Okay, so you see how it really kind of makes this stand out, having the bow on it like that. And then it's super easy just to, you know, have these and then sell the bows. You know, and let them know it's really easy to change the bows out. All right, let me show you a different way to do a bow. Because I've seen a lot of them go out like this. Okay. It's different. All right, so what you do is you take your bow maker, you're gonna get your tails. Let's say if we do the 24-inch again. Okay, right there. We're going to pull it around like this. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's put it right in between that little one right there. And it's just going to look like we're cutting tails. Okay. 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 I think I want to do them kind of. I'm just going to kind of stack them on top of each other like this. There's a reason. Okay. Might have to pull it out and then put it back. Or you could just put it around the whole thing. It's not going to hurt anything. You could cut all of your ribbon first and then stack it in there. You could just do it whichever way you want. Okay. I'm not paying attention to the direction that I put things in before, like which is in front or in back or whatever. Okay. That's all there is to this one. Let's fix that. So let's just put the middle in. Okay. Did I do this one? Yes. Which one am I missing? Oh, this. There. And this is how a lot of people are selling their bows. It's very interesting. But I think it's kind of fun. It's different. Okay. Okay, now I take the whole thing out and I'm going to make a little circle like this. Get my little tails going here. Alrighty. Okay. Put the zip tie around here. Okay, and then you just kind of cover that. Okay. What do I do with that? Oh, there it is. You can put it right around here, and then we'll cover it again. I probably should have done that before I covered it, but I didn't. Okay. Okay. Any of the ribbons, so just the way you would normally do if you have like a zip tie or something that you need to cover up, same thing. Now, they have a lot more in theirs than I have in this, but I just wanted to give you an example. Okay, now you want all of your ribbons kind of facing forward. All right, let's trim off some of this. Okay. Whoops. My help falls going the right direction. All right, now, here's what's the weird thing. Okay, so this is the way they're making their bow. Not that I would really call it a bow, but that's what they're doing. And then they're selling it to go on a wreath. And so it looks like this. Just like this. It's bizarre, isn't it? But you could also put like a tiny little bow up here to kind of cover this little spot. But this is what's really popular for plain wreaths right now. If you look on Etsy, you will see there are a ton that look just like this. So it's real interesting. But I think it's a super easy trend that you could do. So I wanted to at least show you what it looks like. I've seen people put it at the top and at the bottom. So, you know, and nothing else in the wreath, just the ribbon. So it's very different. But I think it's a super easy trend that you could jump on. But this is the way I like it. Like that. I mean, that's just pretty. You know, and it makes this super simple, just greenery wreath into something that's really pretty. And then you can just sell the bows like for each season. Okay. What do y'all think? I think it's fun. Have y'all made one of these yet? The bead grass wreaths. I still haven't moved my my computer, so I still can't really see what y'all are saying very well. I spent so many days fixing my printer. Oh, so many days. But I did get it fixed. And luckily now I can take the one I bought back. Thank you. What you eating? Ooh, Korean beef on white rice. Yum. Oh, I should try to make that. What do you think, Connor? Korean beef?
Yep.
We haven't tried that. We need to try that. We'll see if we can get Ross to try it. Okay. Awesome. All right, y'all. I'll post some pictures of some of the listings I've seen so y'all can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about in case you want to do it for your house or if you want to like sell some things like that. So, because I think it's a super cute little thing to do. And these wreaths are so easy to make, so it's a quick, easy project and it's very popular. So, and I think it will be around for a long time because, you know, you can use greenery any time of the year. So it doesn't really matter. Let's look at Teresa's box. I'm excited. So Teresa sent me some of her new wreath attachments that she's making, and I am going to make something with it on YouTube. Oh my gosh, how stinking cute is that? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh yes, the pink one. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. I'm excited. I have to figure out what I'm... Oh, look. She put little tabs on the back. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Ooh, and you sent me some ribbon. Cool. All right. I'm excited. I think I have... Yes. I have black and white Swiss dots I can put with this. I know I have red and black. This is going to be fun. Sweet. I'm excited. That'll be fun to make. So we'll be doing those. Awesome. Yeah, he is feeling a lot better. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, y'all, if you ever want me to make something that you sell in your shop, send it to me. I will do it every single time because I have no problems whatsoever with that. So don't y'all ever feel like I'm going to say no, because I'm not. I'm not going to say no. And I will do it. All right, y'all. I hope that was fun. It was fun for me. So I'm going to, I'm definitely going to move my days to Mondays because I think it's just easier. By the end of the week, things start going crazy in the house. And so if I start off the week doing Monday, then it seems like I'm going to be able to get in here and stick to it, and I won't have to reschedule. So let's stick to Mondays, and then when I have some little extra things, I'll probably do those on Thursday. So like when I get ready to do this, show y'all how to make this wreath attachment, I'll put that up on like a Thursday. So that way it kind of works out. You know it, I'm happy to do it. All right, I hope y'all have a great night, and I'll either be on tomorrow night or Wednesday. I'm gonna try for tomorrow night. I got Deco Exchange's box, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. All right, well, y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all in a couple days. Oh, and we're going to be changing the discounts just a little bit. So the people who are in the Mom Hive Plus are going to be getting 20% off, and then people who are in the Mom Hive will be 15%, and then discount will be like 15%, but they won't get Stephanie's stuff, so it'll be, you have to be in the Mom Hive or higher to get Stephanie's discount, and then mine will progressively get higher. So I thought I would make that little distinction. So, all right, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you guys for sure next Monday. All right, y'all have a good one.